Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the start of another reading vlog. This is really close, I guess. It's fine, whatever. Yeah, it's been a minute, and there have been reasons why, but it's fine. I have not posted a video in about 3 weeks. I had a reading vlog that literally all I had to do was update it, and I just never did that. It's probably 2 weeks old at this point. I don't think anybody wants to watch it. So I don't even remember what I talked about in that reading vlog, but essentially we have started the readathons for this month. It is the very last week of August, right? September at this point. So I have 2 days left in the month. Yeah, 2 days left in the month to complete my TBR, which I think I can do. I think I only have one book left. So to recap, we have read Winterlight. I think I posted the vlog that had all of my thoughts about Winterlight. We have read Among Thieves by MJ Kuhn. I just finished that last week. I ended up giving it 3 stars. It was okay. Sorry, you know the drill at this point. Ember is just continuously walking into my tripod. It's fine. It is supposed to be compared to Six of Crows, where there's a heist and a found family criminal element. I don't know. I didn't really get that. I have a whole review up on Goodreads as to my thoughts for it, but we read that, and that I counted as my person prompt for Becca's Bookoplathon, because a thief is a person. I don't know if that's stretching it or not, but I did it. So we did the person prompt. We did I think I counted Winterlight as my who prompt because I don't hear anybody talking about this book or this series except for me, which is a tragedy, by the way. Everybody should read the Green Rider series. I really personally enjoy it, and I know that there is a very long time in between books, but the newest one just came out, and it's sitting somewhere. It's sitting right here. It is a massive tome, and it is so good. It was so good. The whole series is so good. So read it if you get a chance. Let's see what came next. And then I think, so for the night, day, whatever, Sunday I think it was, I read the majority of Defy the Night by Bridget Kemmerer, who wrote A Curse So Dark and Lonely, and that whole series. I really liked it, honestly. I didn't know how I was gonna feel. The first like 11 to 16% or something like went super slowly for me. I couldn't really get into it, and it was just dragging along, and then all of a sudden it like hit this point, and then on Saturday I read the entire Sunday. I read the entire rest of that book in one day. I have no regrets. I really liked it. I ended up giving it a 4 out of 5 stars just because parts of it I did find to be a little bit predictable, which is rare for me. I don't usually predict things very often. But I really liked it, and I am eager to see what happens in the next few books in that series. I think that I really like those characters, and I really like the story that she has them in and the world. So yeah, I'm excited to see where that goes. And let's see. Oh, I lied. So the next prompt that I had in Becca's Bookoplathon was disability and mental health rep. Now, for that, I did plan on doing Winterlight because Winterlight has a lot of like PTSD rep. They're dealing with some stuff, so yeah, that definitely counts for that. And for my 2 chance cards, I had Sleeping Giants by Sylvain Neuvel, and I had The Rise of Magics, this one. So I finished Sleeping Giants. I freaking loved it. That book did not go anywhere near the direction that I expected it to, and it kind of ended up being like a Pacific Rim meets Illuminae meets I don't even know what else to combine it with, but I loved it. The audiobook was so good. I cannot wait to move on to the next one, which is, I don't know what book 2 is. Book 3 is Only Human. But I can't wait to move on to that because honestly the first was so good, and the cliffhanger that it ended on was something else. Then The Rise of Magics I am also currently in the middle of, and let's see. I'm not very far into it, I wouldn't say. I'm probably no more than like 75 pages in. I don't know. I'm on the audiobook, so I haven't looked at that in a while. It's been a few days. Let's see. I think that is a general recap of everything that I have done since my last reading vlog, probably including some things that I didn't need to include that I might have talked about in my previous reading vlog. It's been a minute. Please bear with me. I'm trying to get my life back together here. Trying to get my booktube channel back together here too. It's been a time. So, those are the books that are for prompts. I am also in the middle of Gutter Mage by J.S. Kelly, which I am really, really enjoying. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of like Dresden Files meets Iron Druid Chronicles, but full fantasy, because she's kind of like a mercenary slash PI kind of character that is a mage, and she and her partner, well, she's not a mage if you ask her, but she can do magic things, and she and her partner have been hired to track down the kidnapped son of a lord, and there are nefarious things going on. It's deeply entertaining. It's kind of what I wanted, like, Among Thieves to be. Like, if you're going to be in the adult genre, I want it to feel like I'm in the adult genre, not like I'm reading about a bunch of teenagers just making a bunch of, like, sexually explicit jokes, because that's what makes it adult, I guess. So yeah, I am currently in the middle of Gutter Mage. I am currently in the middle of The Rise of Magics, and I don't think I'm in the middle of anything else. I feel like I probably missed something that I read this month, but again, maybe not, because it's been chaos. So, after all of that, I also received this today, which is a package from the Bookish Box shop. It's a pre-order that I have been waiting on for a really long time, and we finally got it today. Okay, so it looks like it comes with an author letter, and I will talk about that more in a second. It is beautifully, thankfully, wrapped in bubble wrap so that the postal system didn't hopelessly damage this special edition, because that would have made me deeply sad. Aw, it's also in this little felt... Oh my gosh, this is so cute! They come in book sleeves now. I ordered the other book in this series from the Bookish Box, and it definitely wasn't this nicely packaged, so I'm pretty excited about it. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty, though. Okay. It's Gods and Monsters by Shelby Mahiran. No, I have not read book 2 yet, but it is on my shelf, and we will be getting to it shortly. I believe... Yep, okay. Oh, I just threw my special edition across the floor, but it's fine. There is artwork on the reverse side of the cover to match the other editions that I have, which is fantastic. And there is foiling, and it's so pretty. They were supposed to have sprayed edges, and I know a lot of people are actually really disappointed about the sprayed edges. I don't think that my copy of Blood and Honey had sprayed edges. I'll have to go and check my TBR shelf to make sure. Like, I really don't think that it did. So I like that this will match a little bit better. It's just so pretty, too. Like, the cover is gorgeous. Like, I know that they all kind of look the same. They just changed the colors on them. But I think they're beautiful. And I cannot wait to finally move on in the series. I've been waiting for book 3 to come out because I heard that book 2 ended on a cliffhanger, and I am not really about that cliffhanger life. So I wanted to make sure that I could just move right on ahead, which has been a test of my patience, to be sure. So that came today. We're very excited about it. The author letter is super cute, and I think this is signed. I probably should have known that, but I don't. Yep, okay. So it is signed, which is awesome. Yeah, we're excited. And I don't know if I will have any other unboxings in this particular vlog, but we shall see. We may have a bit of a book haul potentially coming. I have a bunch of books that I need to take to Half Price Books later on this week, and so that usually gets me some store credit, and I usually come out of that with something. So, yeah, I think that is it for this extremely long intro. Been a little scattered. We're trying to pull it together. I think I'm just gonna scrap that entire last vlog. It's so late at this point that who cares about it, I guess. So we're just gonna start fresh. Hopefully I will be able to film 1 or 2 other videos and get them out next week for me, but probably this week for you. And we'll go from there. I just want to get back into filming again. I have been in such a, not even a reading slump, I've just been in like a booktube slump. Like, I haven't wanted to watch anything, I haven't wanted to like make anything, so, which sucks because I am in 2 readathons, which I also don't remember what the prompts were for that. What were the prompts? One of them was a long anticipated book, and I know that I picked Winterlight for that one. I want to say the other one was Academia, so I really need to start The Last Graduate at some point soon. Oops. But, yeah. Alright, anyway, I have been rambling for a while at this point, so I will update you guys when I have something else to say. Hey guys, welcome to Thursday. So, it's been a couple of days, which is par for the course. As per usual, expect the tripod to start shaking because Ember is up here. So, reading-wise, we've gotten a little bit done. I have not yet finished The Rise of Magix, but I am very, very close. Okay. I'm super close to being done. I am literally on, like, page 400 of 454. So, I'm pretty sure I'll be finishing this tonight. I just realized this has really pretty end papers that I never knew about. So that's pretty cool. Obviously I have been doing this audibly, so I actually haven't cracked this book open once, but I think I'm probably going to finish it physically. Just because I don't usually get a lot of audible reading done when I'm at home. I don't know, I just don't like sitting there with headphones in when, like, I'm home with John, just because, like, I like being present with him. And yeah, I don't know. So it's more of like a housework kind of a thing, or like a while I'm working at home, my one day a week kind of a thing. Anyway, I'll probably be reading these last 50 pages physically. I'm liking it so far. I don't like it as much as I liked the first two, and I didn't like the second one as much as I liked the first one either. The entire Chronicles of the One series by Nora Roberts is just so different than anything that she's done before. I've read most of her previous works at this point. I've read a large number of them anyway, so, like, I feel as though I have a pretty good grasp on what she does, and when she writes, like, trilogies, each trilogy contains a love story for one of the characters in the story. And that's not what she did here at all. I don't know, it's like a weird feeling for me, just because that's what I'm used to, and so I've been waiting for this couple to get together, and they finally did, but it's the third book. It's been a long time coming, so, I mean, I'm liking it. I'm almost done with it. I think it's probably going to be like a low 4-star read. The first two I could not put down at all. I binged the first one, I want to say when I was on the beach on our honeymoon. So it, like, I read that book so fast and I loved it. It was so different. It was like a dystopian fantasy, like a futuristic kind of world in which magic is unleashed, causing society as we know it to collapse, and everybody's got to start from the beginning, but now everybody has magic and there's fairies and merpeople, and it's awesome. The concept is awesome. And so much happens in that first story that is, like, continued on in the second one, like, many years later. But the third one picks up right after the second one, and it's just a different vibe. I don't know. She's trying to wrap up a lot of her plot lines, I guess, and I'm just not getting the, like, sweeping romantic element that I am used to from Nora Roberts, and I think that's just kind of detracting from my enjoyment a little bit, just because I go to her for the romance. I don't go to her for the cool fantasy story, which I'm getting. I don't know. It's hard to describe unless you've actually read it. But Fallon as a character is cool, if a little bit, I don't know how to describe her. She tries very, very hard to be mature for her age, and I think that Nora Roberts does a very good job of showing that, like, she is young, even though she has a lot of responsibility. And Duncan, he's pretty cool, but we don't get much character development from him. So, I don't know. It's okay. They're okay. It's not my favorite couple. I don't necessarily even think that this is going to be a big reread for me in the future. Maybe the first one, but, like, the first one is so different from the following two in the series that, like, I don't even know. I think, however, that in terms of the storyline of the first one, like the whole collapse of society, trying to reestablish it with these new rules, it reminds me of these, which I have not read. I started reading the first one of the S.M. Sterling books, and it really makes me want to pick them up, because it's a very similar concept where, like, these people are transported into an alternate plane of reality where a lot of laws of physics as you know them do not work, and so they've got to, like, readjust around that. And it's really making me want to read those, because it's what I expect out of those books. It's not what I really expect out of this book. So, yes, I am enjoying it. We are probably going to be finishing this today. Other than that, I have been reading Gutter Mage by J.S. Kelly, and I am really, really enjoying it, honestly. I think that the character work is really interesting. The author does a really, really good job of like weaving distrust in and showing that the narrator is not necessarily a reliable one, and that is something that I'm really, really enjoying. The humor is something that I'm really enjoying. I don't know, it's just like a Harry Dresden kind of esque type of book set in a purely fantasy world. And I mean, Harry Dresden in such that the main character is a magic user, a skilled magic user that has been hired to find a missing person. It's just really, really cool. The magic system is kind of basic. It involves tethering spirits to accomplish things, and so like they have achieved a lot of like industrialization by tethering spirits to like haul carriages, so they have horseless carriages, and they harness like fire spirits to have light, and it's kind of like their form of like electricity and technology, and it's really, really cool, and it's not something that I've never seen done this way before, so I'm really enjoying that aspect of it as well. I'd say I think I'm about like 48%, 50% of the way through, so I'm definitely not going to get that finished before the end of this week, but I'm enjoying it. Ooh, in other news, and in super exciting news, today I got approved for an arc of the Bone Shard Emperor by Andrea Stewart, and I am so freaking excited, guys. I literally just like requested it as a fluke because I thought there was no way I would ever get approved for it. I'm so freaking excited. I raved to you guys about the Bone Shard Daughter previously this year, and immediately, like as soon as I found it, I requested the arc of the next book in the the next book in the series, and yeah, we're pretty excited about it. So as soon as I finish the books that I'm currently reading, I honestly might just jump straight into that. I don't know though, because I did really also want to read The Last Graduate by Naomi Novik because I've been looking forward to that. I don't know, we'll see. I have a lot of arcs that I need to get read that hurt a lot. So yeah, those are my reading updates and plans. I'm getting ready to film my Fairy Loot unboxing because that just came in the mail today, so I really want to rip into that. So I will stop talking about this now. I know that I did the one Fairy Loot unboxing like within a vlog, but I really think I'm just going to stick to doing them separately from now on. I just prefer them in different videos. So yeah, we are going to jump straight into that, and I will talk to you guys when I have an update. But in terms of the 2 readathons that I've been doing this month, today is September 30th, so this is my last chance to finish anything that I need to finish for that. And I will let you know tomorrow, maybe, if I have succeeded. Tomorrow is also a trip to the bookstore, so maybe I'll grab some footage of that if I remember. Obviously, I'm really, really bad at B-roll, guys. I just never remember to take my camera out when I leave the house, so I just don't think it's a thing that we can really expect of me from here on out. Anyway, alright. Fairy Loot unboxing, and I'll talk to you guys when I have something else to say. Welcome to Sunday. We're wrapping up this vlog here. I don't really know how much I actually have to say though, because I don't remember what I said in the last one. It's funny because Ember hears my voice and she literally just comes running over to mess with my tripod. So I finished The Rise of Magics. I think I might have talked about that in my last clip. If I didn't, I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. It was good. It just wasn't everything that I had wanted from that series. I know that I talked about how I prefer her usual method of like writing trilogies, which involves, you know, a different romance in each book, and that's definitely the case. I don't know, the whole story spreading out just felt too long. So yeah, 4 stars. I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. It is, what's today, the 3rd? Oh, it's October 3rd. It's Mean Girls Day. So it is Mean Girls Day. It is officially the end of both of the readathons that I did last month, which I think it already was in my last clip anyway. I did fit in The Rise of Magics before the end of September, so yeah, we made it through the prompts. I'm going to count it all because, like, the Gutter Mage by J.S. Kelly, I am 60% of the way through. I think that after I finish filming today, and I'd like to edit this so that I can actually get it out tomorrow, But in terms of all of that, yeah, I think that everything really got wrapped up in my reading. I think that I did finish everything that I needed to for my readathons, which is good because I needed that win. So yeah, the six prompts that I did for Bookoplathon, I guess I must have read 6 books. I will go into that. I'm about to film my September wrap up, so I will go into that momentarily. And then the 2 books that I kind of cross-counted for the magical readathon will be included in that as well, and I'm just gonna probably talk about that more in my wrap-up. Let's see. Yeah, I've got a couple more things that I wanted to film today. Like I said, I wanted to do my wrap-up. I wanted to do the Finally Fall book tag, which is exciting. I don't really have any particularly, I don't know, I'm not a particularly spooky reader. We're gonna see. I'm gonna try and blast through the audiobook for The Haunting of Hill House because I've been supposed to read that for a very long time now. It was a challenge thing. And yeah, that is probably the only thing that I really have on my list. I would love to read The Eye of the World, reread. I haven't read it since I was like a teenager, so I don't remember much about what happens. So I'm going to try and reread that before the TV show comes out because I would like to remember and have a solid comparison for what I expect out of the show. I don't really have, I know that I said that I was going to take clips of the bookstore, but there were kind of slim pickings at Half Price Books, honestly. So I ended up just picking up Morningstar by Pierce Brown, which is book 3 in the Red Rising trilogy. I only had books 1 and 2. I really need to read the sequel. We'll get there when we get there. And then I also picked up wrong direction. This one right here. It's Queen of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. I've heard such good things about that entire series, so I can't wait to get into it. And then I can't reach it right now because Ember is right there. You're on camera. Yeah. So I also picked this up and I'm super excited about it because I have been eyeing these illustrated editions of the first trilogy of the Robin Hobb books, so Assassin's Apprentice, Assassin's Quest, I don't remember what the second one is. But, yeah, I've been eyeing these illustrated editions. I had not been able to find the first one in any bookstore anywhere. Every bookstore I had gone to, probably because this one's a few years old at this point, but every bookstore I went to only had the second book as the illustrated edition. So we picked this up on Amazon. I can't wait. I really want to dive into that because I would love to read that soon. I don't know. It's not like a major priority for me just because your girl really, really, really needs to read Rhythm of War. And then I can close out my Sanderson reading for now, and I can just check that off of my box, and then I can let myself into a new fantasy series. But, until I think I read Rhythm of War, I'm gonna hold off on starting Assassin's Apprentice. So, for now, it will have a place of honor on my shelf because these editions are so pretty. Yeah, I think that's it. I am really liking Gutter Mage. I just haven't been reading much in the past couple of days since I talked to you guys last time. Let's see. Yeah, I think I've only been, picking it up at night. I have been more in a TV mood. John is finally catching up on Schitt's Creek, and that has been taking a lot of my time. I just started randomly rewatching Teen Wolf today because I could. I am also feeling a little bit video gamey. I don't know if I'm going to do that or if I'm going to just take this afternoon to read here in the family room. We shall see. Yeah. So I'm really liking it. Things are taking a twist, in terms of their definition of spirits versus souls. I think I talked a little bit about the magic that is used in this story before. So they're kind of getting a little bit philosophical about whether a human soul is the same thing as a spirit, and if a human soul is the same thing as a spirit, then have they been enslaving human souls / spirits this entire time for their magic system to work? And that may have been a spoiler, so I'm sorry if it was, but it is, it's something that has been on my mind since the very beginning because they've been referring to them separately, and I always wondered, what the difference was between a human soul and a spirit, and they're just finally addressing that in the story. So, yeah. I don't know. I think that's it about what I wanted to discuss in this little wrap-up clip. I may or may not be starting another one this upcoming week. Obviously, my vlog game has not been successful, but I am trying to get a video out more frequently than I have, and this will be my first one that I've had out in like 3 weeks, 2 weeks. I've been busy. It's been a time. So that is it for this video, I think. I'm going to put all my links in the description box down below as per usual for every book that I talked about. You will also find down there a couple of affiliation links, my social media for my Twitter, my Goodreads, and my Instagram in case you wanted to follow me on any of those. Other than that, please like it if you liked it and subscribe if you want to, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!